Hello, and welcome to an overview of Leapwork's visual no-code functional testing solution. Leapwork helps businesses easily build, scale, and maintain automation flows that accelerate regression testing without users writing scripts or code. Doing so dramatically increases QA and business testing efficiencies and productivity, while reducing the risk of incidences impacting business continuity across the entire organization. Today I'll be using Leapwork Studio to visually record the steps I'm taking as an end user building an automation flow for the Salesforce website. I'll start this by selecting Start Recording from the initial default building block. Then choose Start Web Browser and add the URL of my Salesforce instance. This will launch a Chrome web browser that Leapwork inspects and then records each of my end user interactions. Here I'll be entering a username. And when I select the input field, Leapwork will identify the building block we feel is the most appropriate action to take. In this case, type web text. You'll notice that after each step of the recording, the requested action is executed in the browser, and I'm then able to continue with the next step of the recording. Choosing the password field is similar, but I'll choose password as the type web text data type. This keeps the password encrypted on our Leapwork platform. I'll next select the blue Login button and use the building block suggested by Leapwork as Click Web Element. Here, we can choose from different button selections. You can see that I've logged into my Salesforce sandbox. However, because Leapwork is intentional with what it records step by step, it needs the user to define what is considered a pass or fail in the use case. In this demonstration, I'll use the validation of my profile record to guide the automation flow. I'll use a Click Web Element block for the top right-hand corner profile image and a Get Web Text block to capture the displayed profile name. As I finish the last steps for my use case flow recording, I select the Smart Recorder's Save and Close Recorder checkbox, and I'm brought back into the Leapwork Studio canvas. Now you will see the building blocks representing each of the steps of the flow that Leapwork Smart Recorder captured with my interactions. The Leapwork canvas is similar to business process flows and helps visually represent each type of element and its interaction. It makes it easy to follow along, update, manage, and maintain the flows. All of this without writing a single line of script or code. The green arrows and connectors represent process flows. The blue represents data flows. I want to add a new building block to finish my use case by selecting a logic compare block. This helps me quickly compare data from my Get Web Text block and validate if it matches a chosen value. In this case, my name. I then create a new pass block and connect my business flow. And if the web text comparison is actually incorrect, a flow connection to a fail block. The final step is to connect the Get Web Text block and the compare block, and then I'm ready to run and test my automation flow. Selecting the Run command in the Leapwork Studio will execute the automation flow by launching and controlling the Chrome browser. You'll see the flow execution of inputting my username and password and logging in, and then selecting the profile icon and capturing my name. With the automation flow now completed, you'll see that Leapwork provides every automation run with a time-stamped video recording and an audit log showing each executed step. This may be used within the Leapwork reporting and dashboard capabilities, or in our out-of-the-box integrations to populate automation flow successes and failures with other DevOps and CI/CD services. Now that an initial automation flow has been created, I want to show how a data-driven approach can drive quality and additional efficiencies within Leapwork. I'll start by adding a data-driven block, here selecting Read Excel. However, other capabilities are also available, such as command line, database, or HTTP requests. I'll next choose the Excel file that I want to use that contains the details for logging into Salesforce with multiple users. I'll select the rows and columns that represent the data elements I want to use, and then connect the now published data elements to each of the building blocks in my flow. Here, connecting the username, password, and display name to my compare block. I'll then configure the Read Excel block to iterate through each row, providing an easy-to-configure loop of logins, and then slide that block between my Start block and my Start Web Browser block. Creating reusable components also helps Leapwork users build automation flow consistency, ease of maintenance, and saves time. Here I'll choose 3 blocks I want to reuse and then select Create Subflow. After providing a name for the subflow, I can now use this new component both in my originating flow and within any other flows that I have permission to manage. By leveraging subflows, flow components can be written once, maintained independently, and reused across the Leapwork platform. I've shown how Leapwork helps users utilize our visual, no-code smart recorder and platform to quickly use a visual language to record and playback functional application testing without writing scripts or code. Doing so adds immediate value to accelerate your QA efficiencies by putting the power and ease of automation into the hands of all users in your organization. With Leapwork providing a simple way to automate complex tests, how will a new mindset for test automation help you?